the list is long. But certainly in priority, I would rank number one is the construction of the Conlifty Visitor Center. It was a combination of something that was long needed, and there seemed to be no opportunity for it to ever happen, and to build that building for the Park Service and for the visitors, and to build it in such a way that it's exactly what was needed. And every level of the partnership, the people involved in it, everybody took so much pride in getting it done. I would rate that as my number one on a long list. Number two really is it's broad, but it's the pride in the publications program that we have developed here. It was in place just barely when I got here in 1990. The idea of a publications program, and a few publications were in place, but we've really taken it to a whole nother level. And there was so much in this park with both human history and natural history. There were so many stories to tell, and to educate and inform the people, and to, in effect, also create some scholarship, some academic kind of pieces that will stand the test of time, that needed to be out there, that were not. For me, and I think for the organization, been extremely satisfying to accomplish what we have in that area. I certainly did not foresee our temporary headquarters burning down in 1991. As we were remodeling this building that we're in today, that was a shocking day, but we recovered wonderfully and just went on from there. I think at one time I never dreamed that the Park Service would ever let us sell any form of clothing, because it was so ingrained that everything had to be the printed word. There was a more narrow definition of what was an appropriate kind of item that a visitor could purchase in a national park store. That we helped them, I guess, over time see that there were many things that a visitor, that would help them be a memory of their visit to our park or to a park, that were more than postcards and books and maps. I guess one of the things that if I could have a redo, it's not having enough vision to realize how big we were going to get and how much space we needed in our home office. And we actually returned some space that we were not using to the Park Service for them to use in our home office building, that we could sorely use today, that's not available to us. I hope it takes Sue and me to many National Park Service units. That is kind of our number one way of enjoying ourselves when we're not, at home, is visiting these beautiful places that this country has had the wisdom and the foresight to set aside. As I've grown older, I appreciate, I guess, what we would call the man-made world, the built environment. I certainly appreciate it, but I've also grown increasingly more fonder of the natural world and the beauties that are just there in front of us. And we have certainly not seen them all. So we will be out there on the trail, on some mountain road somewhere in a national park.